Local soldier back home from the Korean War, Earl Kibbe, had been missing since the early part of that conflict.
Family members waited at the airport today for the arrival of his remains. So did WLWT Newsline's John London.
In the rain of late morning, 75 years of not knowing has been washed away. The remains of Corporal Earl Emerson Kibbe are with family. The cold wet of the day became immaterial to the moment. Bringing the remains off the plane was delayed by lightning, but after 75 years, another hour or two was nothing. The State Patrol escorted surviving family members along 275, where firefighters on overpasses waited, and the combat vets on motorcycles rode in gratitude to Blanchester, Kibbe's hometown, beneath the fire ladder's archway of honor, and on to Wilmington, where there was respectful stillness outside Eddington Funeral Home.
Gets a little emotional to me. The school kids, even saluting, at every intersection. I mean, we go through these towns and there's people standing on the street corners with American flags and waving.
Kibbe was 17 when he enlisted in the Army, a country boy through and through.
He had pigeons, and he loved, all the different colors and so on. And he had a big garden. He loved to work in the garden. We was just a large family, so that's what we did.
At 18, he was missing in action. Through DNA testing this past summer, his remains were finally identified. The family was floored. Some had given up hope long ago. There is as much pride in the rooms here as there is relief. He went to Korea, his family tells us, for God and country. One of 10 children, Faye is the only one left. She's 91.
I thank all these people, from the bottom of my heart, that they would come out in this rainy weather and pay this respect to my brother.
And along the route today, clusters of people through Blanchester and Wilmington, and sometimes a single individual at a rural intersection holding an American flag. Funeral service for that young soldier from a long ago war is Thursday. John London, WLWT News 5.
John, thanks so much for telling that story, and thanks for the perspective check when you think about what people have been through, what he went through when he was just 17 years of age.
Took my breath away when John said that she's the only one left of 10 kids, and then to think of the parents who never knew what happened to their son and never got to give him a proper burial.
And yet all those people, Kevin, standing out, you saw the weather as they had the American flag standing along that procession route, Kevin, but it's